Hi, this is your Realtor Troy Warrick, Cherry Creek Properties. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving and are looking forward to a great holiday season here. As you maybe can see, as a realtor, you kind of have to work everywhere. This is a movie theater lobby area, and needed to do some work here. So if you hear some weird noises, that's probably why. But my last blog for the year, I wanted to share with you 8 things I've learned about the real estate market this year. And I know we usually do 10, but I don't have time for doing 10. It would be too long. But I want you to get what's important here. And so I'm going to go down the list here and just inform you about some very, I think, interesting things that I've learned that I can share with you. So number one, we are 5 years into our real estate recovery, meaning that 5 years ago we were in the doldrums in about 2010, 2011. Things have improved every year since then. That's good news. Number two, job creation is strong, and it's very strong in Denver, which almost always means real estate and real estate prices are going to continue going up. Check and check, two very good things. Three, nationally, home prices rose about 5 to 6% last year. Here in Denver, they rose closer to 11%. Now that means we're literally the second highest appreciating market in the country, only next to San Francisco. Also, historically, owning a house has provided not just a great place to live, but a good investment. During the post-bubble era, homes, of course, lost value to varying degrees, which was really unprecedented in our history to go down as much as it did. And now, back to 2015, we're actually above where we were in those depressed levels. So that's great news. Number four, the Fed Reserve, will increase interest rates. It's just a matter of when. Most people say that's going to be in December. Really, the question becomes, how much is that going to affect mortgage rates and people's ability to buy a home? We hope that the increase is really not going to affect mortgage rates that much, but almost certainly they will raise a little bit. But I'm not expecting them to go crazy in 2016, maybe a quarter to a half point higher. Number five, our market here in Denver is still very hot, and especially hot in the 200 to kind of 400 price range. Still, we have some bidding wars that go on, even though it's not summertime, and we don't expect that to really change a whole lot, only because there's just so little inventory out there. The average time a home stays on the market is just 27 days, and that's, of course, taking into consideration all homes. I can assure you, in homes that are under 400, 450, that's probably less than 10 days, or maybe in some cases 2 days or 3 days. We're only second to San Francisco in the lowest number of days on market for the whole entire country, which is amazing. Let's see, number 6, it's still more affordable, especially long term, to buy over renting a home in Denver. For first-time buyers, which are most classified as millennials these days, it's going to take less time for their incomes here in Denver to rise, making their home mortgage payment more affordable than in almost, most other large markets, which means, of course, job increases are good here with their salary, and the affordability level, although much higher than it was in the past, is still actually pretty good. Just for comparison, a place like San Francisco or Santa Cruz or places like that in California, it can literally take 20 years before your salary makes the average home price there affordable, where here it's less than 3 years. So that's very positive. Number 7, top economists expect 2016 to be very similar in 2015, with a minimal rise in overall sales and an average, again, 4 to 5% increase across the country. I don't think Denver will see quite the 11% gain we did this past year, but it probably is still going to outperform the country as a whole. of course, the biggest factors to how this plays out is the economy and job growth. So if both those things do well, most likely home sales are going to continue to do well. All right, the final one, number 8. Drum roll, please. True appreciation for homes on average across the country compared to the rise of inflation is twice as high, meaning owning a home is one of the absolute best ways to protect your money and gain long-term wealth as home prices increase. In Colorado, the past few years, the difference between the 3 or so percent inflation and our home prices at 11%, we're almost 3 times that. So basically putting your money into a home is still an unbelievable investment, still a great way to gain long-term wealth, and one of the best places to put your money. In the last 5 years, we've seen almost a 30% appreciation in home values here. So whether you bought, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, you still made money. So those are the 8 things I've learned about real estate this year, and I wanted to share with you. Have a wonderful holiday season. Thanks.